to This Week in the Quarry with Bruce and D. My name is Bruce.
And I'm D.
And it has been a minute since we've been up in this joint.
More than a minute? Actually a couple weeks.
That's just a hood term. Alright, well with that being said, we're going to jump into episode 1 of the freshest season out there.
So many new things for you guys, so.
First, we're going to go into Brother Jordan's message.
Yes. This week his message was called, Bruce?
Grace, when you are still afar off.
So basically, you know, he talked about how awesome our God is.
He was talking about grace and how grace is more of a person than a principle. How God himself is grace.
And he you know, distributes that grace to us.
Man, that's true.
Yes.
And one of the best examples of this in the whole Bible is the parable of the prodigal son. And
you know, the awesome thing about this story is this story has been formed into so many different ways in different books and movies, and you know, that's how this, it speaks volumes.
Actually, you know, for those of you who aren't familiar, we actually threw together a little version of it ourselves. So,
you know, here we go.
Here we go. Let's roll that tape. Hey, Pops.
Yes, son?
Listen, I was thinking, you know, I've been around here, gosh, what, 18 years now? I figure, you know, I'm ready to strike out on my own. So, if y'all could get me my money, my inheritance, if I could get that right now.
You sure you want this, son?
Listen, I'm tired of you. I don't want to be here. I want to go out. I want to live my life. I want to have fun. And, I need my money, so.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I think I have it all here. Let me check.
Man, that's. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that. Yeah, I know all of it. A little bit.
You count it real quick.
Is that all you got? For real?
That's it.
Well, alright, I'll do what I can then. Laters.
So.
Hey, how about a pink lemonade? Woo, yeah! Woo! Yeah, sounds like a party in here. Let me up in this joint, buddy.
$5 cover charge.
Say what?
I said $5 cover charge.
Man, no problem. I got so much money right now.
Well, come on now, bring it.
Let me get my, oh. Man, this is embarrassing.
Out the door.
I mean, what if I could, like...
I said out! Do I have to hurt you?
I'm sorry. Oh, gosh. Oh.
Did I say stop? Keep cleaning.
I'm cleaning. Ugh. Man. Oh. Ugh. This is terrible. This stinks, man. I'm hungry. I'm starving, man. Even the servants back home got some food. Man, I know what I'm finna do. I'm about to go back home and ask Dad if I could be a servant. And maybe if I apologize and I beg him, he'll let me in. Oh, it's good to see you. Listen, you know.
Bring my best robe and
like
the best
servant,
food.
Maybe someone to clean the house or whatever.
No. Bring me the best robe, the finest food. We're having a party for my son. Here, son, I kept this for you since the day you left.
Thank you, Daddy.
It's home.
I'm so glad to be back. Let's go inside. Let's have a party. Go, just keep it going. Just keep it going. Thirst for the king. Fill me up. Fill me up. Fill me up. Fill me up.
Attention, attention! My younger son has returned. Party started!
Wait, what's going on over here?
The younger brother has returned.
So?
What's the problem?
I've been doing everything you've asked me to do since I was young, laboring for you, and you never commend me like this.
Your brother was lost and now he's found. And everything I had was already yours. What's the big deal? Party!
Fill me up. Fill me up. Fill me up.
Please send your Holy Spirit, Lord, I'm thirsty.
That's so precious.
I know.
Oh, that's so good.
So together, man, we gotta finish the story. Stay strong. Wow, man, that was powerful.
That was an
That
amazing
was so
story.
touching. Great acting. Basically what happens in the story is you saw, the son, he wants to leave, takes his inheritance and bails, parties hard.
But when he does that, life takes a certain toll
Wow,
on him.
man, it does.
A bad toll. And he realizes what mistake he made by leaving his father.
And then the reality just hit him in the face. And, he came back home.
And the son said, Daddy, I will be one of your servants. And you know what the dad said?
The dad said, no!
You are my son, and you are welcomed home.
He gave him the robe and the ring and some food.
And a great party.
Threw him a party.
But guess who was a Debbie Downer?
Man, that old wet blanket
The
of his
older son,
brother.
I know.
Older son came in, just major buzzkill, and was like, oh,
Yeah.
what's up? So let's analyze this. D. Alright, start from the top. Analyzation.
Analyzation.
Step 1. Son comes to the dad and says, where my money at?
Step 2, Dad was trying to make sure, and Dad gave the money willingly.
Gave it to him, and the son was like, I'm out, old geezer.
Step
He
3,
Step 3, son was partying, having a legit, or so it seemed, time.
Step 4,
Step 4,
the son was having a great time, and then it went to a bad time.
he ran out of money, and he couldn't find a job, and he
Life was
eventually-
just horrible.
So he had to get like a nasty job, working with some pigs, starving. He said he wished he could eat the pig food.
But eventually he realized that life with his father was much, much better than what
So
he
he was, he was going to try to be like a servant with his daddy. So he started coming back home, and his dad, who saw him from afar off, which tell us what that means.
Far off means his dad, was kind of like waiting for him.
It was waiting for, how else would he would have seen him from afar off?
I
if he
know.
was, and he ran to him and hugged him and kissed him, probably like on the forehead, and gave him the robe and everything.
So that was basically, the whole interpretation of what Brother Jordan was trying to get across with, that's what grace, that's how grace works with the Father. And, no matter what you've done, God's always there for you.
Like,
His grace never runs out.
All of us as sinners, we've gone away from God, and we've partied, and like it says, sin is fun for a season. We've had our season of fun, and then it comes time to pay the consequences.
What the son realized was that, at one point, the sin of, him going out doing his own thing looked good, but it didn't last. It wasn't good at all, The devil will put that in your face and tell you, this is a great time, forget what the Father has for you. I have a better time over here, but it does not last. Eventually it runs out and things go bad.
And you know what? He had it in his mind, too, that when he went back, that his dad was going to be mad, his dad was going to get on him, that his dad was just going to be, angry and upset. And he had this speech planned out how he was going to apologize and be a servant. And the dad was like, no, the dad was happy. And God's not going to be down on you and condemn you for the sin you've done.
Now remember, our God is a forgiving God and a loving God. And His love is everlasting. So no matter what you've done, He's always there for you.
Maybe some of you have been raised up in the church. And you've never been out in the world like that. You got to watch, make sure you're not an older brother wow, look at this dude. He's a sinner. Why is he up in the church right now? You need to, accept him.
Rejoice in what the other person, coming back home. That's always your.
Yeah, it's our job to welcome them, not to condemn them.
Grace is the unearned, undeserved, unmerited favor that God has bestowed upon us.
Yeah, you can't work to get grace. You can't do enough good deeds. You can't pay enough tithes and offerings. Like, there's physically impossible.
Yes.
For you to earn it.
So, as much as you can, as much as possible, live in God's grace. It's there, it's available to you, and don't lose sight of it.
All you gotta do, you don't gotta earn it, you don't gotta work for it, all you gotta do is accept it.
Amen to that.
Man, I didn't mean to preach up in here.
Come on. So that was Brother Dora's message.
Grace when you're still afar off.
And remember, all podcasts are on the church website. To go to those podcasts, you go to www.cotrin.org.
Download these podcasts and others. Now, we're going to hit you up with our announcements. I have become what I hope that you were.
I have become who I hope that you were, but I tear my two eyes for one chance to bring you back here.
Announcement number 1. I don't know, a lot of you follow us on Facebook and YouTube, and I just uploaded some sweet videos of, we had a worship night at the Steele's house. We recorded that and we're putting videos up, so check those out. They're awesome.
And also check out the Summer Youth Camp 2012 promo video that was just completed over the couple of weeks. Our second announcement is, guys, we have great news. The Manzanillo, Mexico mission trip, 36 people signed up and 34 people are going. Woo! And the best thing about it is, it's young adults and youth that are going. They're going down there to, help a pastor. They're going to build churches and do whatever she needs done around her, in her community in Manzanillo, Mexico. And speaking of that, remember, the second payment is coming up December 18th.
Get that money, y'all.
Do not be late.
Next announcement, we are still taking up donations for Charity Water.
Yes.
Charity Water, what it is a non-profit organization that brings clean drinking water to people in countries who may not have it. For a $20 donation, you can give a person clean, fresh, crystal clear drinking water for 20 whole years. That's a long time.
For more information on that, go to www.charitywater.org, where you can get all your news and views on that information.
Also, if you want to donate, come to our Thursday night services at Church on the Rock, Indiana. They start at 7 o'clock. We have a box to donate there. Plus, you'll get to hear an awesome message and have an awesome time. Are you going to be there?
I'm always there.
I'm always there too, so
yeah,
you'll get to meet us.
So this is basically our Season 2, Episode 1.
Man, it's over already. It went by so quickly. We'll see you next week. So, this was This Week in the Quarry with Bruce and D. I'm Bruce.
And I'm D.
Alright. Man, let's cut this thing.
And cut.
With the scissors.
Cut.